Right. Hello everybody. Look. Ooh. We're filming in live action. Not doing shitty slides over fucking YouTube. Ooh. I'm here with Jamie and Chris.
Hello. Hi.
Yes. I've absolutely managed to pester them down into doing a
socially distanced, of course.
Yes, we're all socially distanced. That's why we're doing this. Them two are over there, and I'm way over here.
2 meters over here.
Yes, exactly. Banging on about it enough. So yeah, I mean, I'd be remiss if we didn't do a video on, obviously, the new hotness that is the Necron Codex. We don't have a Space Marine Codex because none of us play Space Marine, so whatever. Anyway, this is old. That's new.
Yeah, get rid of that. Don't want to see that.
Don't want to see that. It's gone. Forget about it. Anyway, new hotness, the new Necron Codex, and of course I would be. Well, I'm not going to do this on my own because what I know about Necrons can be written on an A4 piece of paper. I mean, obviously, I know the rough gist of it, but Jamie's read through it at his leisure. He's actually done a very good job of having a news blackout on on the old Codex, so he knows he literally until what?
About 2 weeks ago was the last bit of news that I had on it. I didn't know anything since then. Which is quite a lot.
Yeah.
Come out.
So like when you picked up the book this morning, like what? About 12 o'clock. You've spent what time is it now? You've got like 4 hours to read through the thing. So this is just going to be like
4 hours to skim through.
Skim through the thing. So this isn't aimed at like meta play. Nothing like that. None of us. Christ Almighty! I don't have the time and the effort and the willpower to like boil down an Excel spreadsheet about what's hot and what's not in this book.
Yeah, it's just the first impression.
It's just the first impressions of the book, and we've also got peripherals. Look at these. They're great.
What did you roll there, Ben?
5, 5, 3, 4, 2, and a.
Did you?
I don't know.
That's a 6.
That's a 6,
That's
right?
a 6.
So quickly.
It's dead easy to understand.
I don't know. I just think these could be made better, designed better. I mean, they look nice, but as
Well, I've given custom Necron dice for years, and they finally give me some, so lay off.
oh, okay,
I've got your own dice. Leave me alone.
Okay. So there you go. That's the Necron player's perspective. The dice are good. Leave us alone. Fair enough. And obviously you've got the card to go with the old book there. So right, first off the old book itself. This is the fancy edition.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what makes it a collector's edition. I haven't got the normal edition, so I can't compare them.
It doesn't have.
Velvet covered.
Is the cover literally it? Is there anything else in it that makes
I
it
don't.
worth that extra
I
20
don't
quid?
know.
The edge,
Right.
no, I've noticed the pages are black around the edge. Normally they're white, aren't they? So.
Oh, that was money well spent then, wasn't it?
I don't get. I like my fancy limited edition codexes. I've said
Be
that.
honest, Jay. Did he talk you into it?
I must admit his ramblings over the years have kind of edged me in that direction, yeah.
If we had the time, I would pull out my Gene Steel Coat
I
Codex.
beg your pardon.
I'd pull it out and I'd just show everybody. But no, I'd whip out my Gene Steel Coat Codex and I'd show you that the limited edition one of them because it's nice, it's fancy. But these new ones, all it seems to be lacking is like the new like Warhammer 40,000 logo in the top.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I could speak. I know.
Prefer it without that.
Yeah, I mean, I know about you, Chris, but me and Jamie aren't fans of that new logo at all.
It just
Great.
It just looks a bit cartoony to me.
Yeah.
I think we said
Cartoon,
this
like.
when they did the original announcement for it. And we did
It's-
that live stream. Not live stream, the video after.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about the logo.
No, this fancy limited edition book, nice enough. So anyway, Jamie, crack it open. Let's go through this bad boy.
Right.
One thing, like, I've been kept up to date about this. I've been watching the YouTube videos, people saying, the whatnots, and I've noticed, like, the art in this thing is fantastic.
It's really good. It's like the first thing you notice. Next time we're down at Warhammer World, when we're allowed to go back out into the world, I'm just going to try and find the guy that's done some of this and shake his hand. If I'm allowed to, of
Yeah, I
course.
feel like I go
Yeah,
near him.
true. You might have to just bump elbows.
Yeah,
Just give him a wink.
What I am curious about, we go back to obviously the difference between this and the standard codex is whether you get quite as much of the artwork and some of the lore that you get.
I've always said in the limited edition codexes, if you put like a how-to paint guide in there, it'd be worth it.
Yeah, I think that's worth it, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think they
you
have
get
any.
any actual extra artwork, do you?
I don't know.
I think it's just like the finished quality of the book.
I've never been
From what
sold
I've
by
read.
Ben's ramblings over the years, so I've never gone for a limited edition.
Normally I wouldn't bother, but it's just because Necrons are such a big release this time. I thought
Oh yeah,
I'd splash out on this occasion.
No, that Space Marines will always be the ones that bring in the cash at the end of the day, but I think Necrons have stole the show.
I don't know. I think Necrons have been one of the biggest. Been quite a big. This release has been one of the biggest.
Oh yeah, but in general,
it's been the biggest Necron release ever, I think.
Yeah.
Even the edition, the only.
No, I'd be curious to know if this particular release outdid the 8th edition release with Death Guard and Space Marines.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
Well,
Massively.
What?
Each one's had about 20 new units.
Personally, this has definitely been more sought after because it's a Xenos race that's getting the limelight with.
Well, I know,
Imperium,
right? We don't get any.
Rather than it just being standard Chaos versus.
And they are really leaning into the horror this time. I mean, look at this guy. What's going on there? He's got no face. Like I say, the artwork is spanking, but yeah, I for one definitely reckon the Necrons have stole the show this time round. Space Marines maybe bringing in the bank as they normally do, but the Necrons have stole the show. We're not going to go through the fluff and the lore and whatnot because that's something we just haven't had time to digest. But as you can see here,
we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
it's really nice. I like stuff like this. A lot of this artwork I've noticed is brand new, whereas with the 8th edition one, they did just rehash previous artwork. A lot of this stuff's new, like that.
Yeah, it is. A lot of this is perhaps new.
Map and what that's all about.
Well, from what I can glean from the videos I've watched and on this, because obviously I hadn't had the Codex digest it myself. Obviously you're seeing all the dynasties in the Silent King one. He's come back, and apparently a few of the dynasties aren't too happy to see him because he shoulders a lot of the blame for what happened to him.
Yeah, Imhotep in particular, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean he's like the pretender to throw into.
Has he got a model yet?
Imhotep, yeah, he's always on a model.
Yeah, he's got a model. Yeah, he's a pretender to the massive floating throne.
He's obeying at the minute, but he's not very happy about it.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the Silent King? Who wants to mess with that guy?
Yeah, well, when you get to his rules, you'll see. But yeah, I think the Silent King's got like a load of vassal dynasties that are a load of small, but they're everywhere. Whereas obviously the other dynasties are quite larger in their scope and their awakening and whatnot. Yeah. I want to find out, because the lore was for the Void Dragon, he was imprisoned on Mars, how he got out, or if that's even a thing. Have they retconned that? Have they done away with that?
I don't know. I always thought he was the last fully intact Catan, but I don't think they're going with that angle anymore, are they? It's just a shard, so they could have found him anywhere, couldn't they?
Yeah, this could still be a shard.
Could be a shard on Mars.
Yeah, full. What are they called? The full Star Gods, were they? Star Gods?
Catan.
Catan. Yeah, so could just be a shard on Mars. That's still buried deep within.
Could be, yeah. But yeah, you got the mappage there. I can do in all the codexes showing up what your particular army's been up to and where they are in the galaxy at the moment. Hierarchy of the Necrons there. New Catan shards right at the bottom. Right, they are the scumbags. They're below the
Scarabs.
Yeah, they're below Scarabs. That's how little they're thought of. Obviously Faerun at the top, and obviously above that's going to be obviously your big bad man himself, Silent King. And you've got obviously all the dynasty details here. Like I say, the artwork is fucking great. Like Scarabs being used to what? Like enslave people? Isn't that like the Silent King there in that particular shot?
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, like I think Scarabs can be used like to enslave people and stuff like that.
Mind shackle Scarabs.
Ah, that's it. Obviously, you got your different dynasties going on there. In that Novok, isn't that your? Yeah.
It's the one mine is painted like. Yeah. It's not the one I've been using.
No. Okay, fair enough. Myriad Dynasties, obviously brand new artwork there with one of the new destroyers.
That's an interesting. Is that blue?
Yeah, it looks like he got a.
Not sure what dynasty that is, but it is definitely one.
Looks interesting.
Well, yeah, I mean that orc's about to eat it, big time. Yeah. And obviously, this is the boil down of what's been going on.
It's like lore extracts, isn't it?
Yeah, basically a rundown of like what's been going down. And look at this.
Love this.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I recognise there was one earlier on which I recognised from some of the early releases and.
This was released on the community, wasn't it, along with a few other pieces of artwork, and I was like trying to dissect this for ages.
Like
and
certain
what is that
models
in
and
there?
stuff. Yeah.
And it turns out it's the Silent King, isn't it?
Yeah, right in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, giving it big. And
I think
this is all these things here. I think he's using the throne thing that he's got to charge these. I think they're all made of that Noctilith stuff, and that's what's comprising the Pariah Nexus. I think that's what he's doing there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So with that
like
particular
obelisks.
Catan is dissecting above his head.
The enchained one, is it? The enchained, the enslaved?
The bitch.
The bitch, yeah, the bitch. The the bitch he's got strapped to his
Does he
mobile
swap those
command
out?
chain.
Does he keep Does he just add a new one? It's like an AA battery, basically. Once he's drained.
Yeah, he's got like a casual one for going out, one for doing DIYing.
Yeah, he's got one for every time of day, mate. He's packing.
I love that. I don't know why, but it's just gorgeous. That is.
I thought that was a throne for a moment, actually.
Oh, it sort of is, isn't it? There's aren't these
That's
two?
his enslaved Catan. You can just see the Silent King's sort of heads and eyes there.
Oh
Beautiful.
yeah.
There must have been one that really ticked him off at some point. Oh yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
That for me is one of the money images right there.
The brass balls on him.
Yeah.
Sup.
He's like, he don't give two fucks. That obviously got Imhotep there. He's the potential to the throne.
Strong, prideful one, and then Trazen.
Yeah, Trazen. Yeah.
So what's the deal with Trazen then? Is he a model? Do you have him? I can't remember.
He's a model, yeah. This thing, he's a
collector.
He collects all sorts of things.
Yes.
He's got like museums.
I do remember now.
Like events in history where he's just
wasn't he the
frozen
one
things
that kind of stopped Chaos from completely wiping out the
reactivated
Cadian
the
force?
pylons on Cadia, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it worked for a while until Abaddon crashed the thing.
Yeah, the Blackstone Fortress, yeah. It was like,
Wasn't much protection against that.
Have some of this, guys. Give you some of that. Don't mess around. Illuminator Zaras, he's a bit of a beefy boy now. He's jacked himself up. Nightmare of a model, I hate to imagine. Doing all that to flame blood.
He's an amazing model. I think he's
an amazing model.
I don't know. He is probably. I know he's not to the same level as the Silent King, because the Silent King is just so. He's your.
That's your centerpiece.
He's the centerpiece. He's your showstopper. But I'd say he's probably my second favorite model of the range.
Yeah, he's the
above the dragon.
I don't know about that. He's the dude that's responsible for the biotransference, turned the Necrons originally from like skinny, weak, dead, dying dudes to the nails hard.
And since the Silent King's come back, he's been upgraded considerably.
Yes, Orican the Diviner there. He's the one that with your roll lucky he goes Super Saiyan, isn't he?
Yeah. He's like a master chronomancer.
Yeah, so he can like super good at telling the future.
He's got big beef with Trays, and there's actually that novel that's come out is about the two of them.
Big beef. Annihilator the Traveller. Zandrak. Oh, go on, Jamie. Do the words for me.
Nemesaur Zandrak.
Yeah. The time lost lord and his faithful defender.
Yeah, they're like
he's Imhotep's second in command, and he's a bit mental. He doesn't know he's a robot.
Yeah.
He still thinks he's like a Necron tier general.
Yeah.
Everyone that he comes up against is like an enemy of the Necron tier. He's still stuck like 60 million years ago.
Yeah, he's got apparently he's like really eccentric. Like if he has a worthy opponent in combat, he won't execute them. But this guy will make sure that he dies on the way to his cells. As it is. Okay. I think this guy's painfully aware of what the situation is.
They are really. I mean, the artwork's really nice, and the design of the characters looks really good. So, are they models?
Yeah.
Both models, both fine casts.
Right. Yeah. We don't class them as models. We'll just say they don't have a model.
I know, right? It's like. Why do this entire thing to the Necron range and like just leave the characters?
I don't. Well, I think they'll come out in the fullness of time.
There's other things I'll get to on that, but I think, it's only a matter of time.
They want to do the main bulk of the army first, don't they?
And they have. I mean, obviously, you can see there like existing models already with obviously the new Necron Warriors. Are they the new Scarabs?
Yep.
Yeah, they're the new Scarabs. New Blade Guard there. New Monolith. Oh, that thing's tasty. All your different colour schemes there for your different dynastic warriors. Very nice. Dynastic warriors and some more art here. Oh, the gallery. Boo! Stupid tank.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, these
don't like that, do you?
No, I don't like the stupid harbour tanks.
Oh, was that one of them?
Yeah. That's one of them. Yeah. But that's the one your page up has, isn't it? The new monolith, as far as I'm concerned, is a triumph of redesign. It is.
Again, as a model, that's pretty nice as a central piece.
I think the word you're looking for is iconic.
Iconic. Yeah,
it is iconic, and they've done it justice in the redesign.
Imagine the Silent King flanked by two of them.
Well, the Lords of War.
Yep, that's a 1500 point army.
And they are now Lords of War. Obviously, you scout. Yeah, Monster Lords of War now.
I know. You say the 500 points each.
Oh God, no, they're 360.
Right.
But make no mistake, they are beasts.
It's worth 360. I think when it came out in the 8th edition Codex, it was about 350, 400, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
But now this new one I'd pay 360 for any day of the week.
Oh yeah. And you got Thousand Suns there about to get wraithed up. Wraithed and Tomb Spiders, they aren't no joke no more anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Words.
They ain't no joke no more.
They ain't no joke no more.
Last I heard, and this was obviously quite some time ago because I have been removed from the hobby for some time now, but there was the fear that Tomb Spiders were not going to be in it.
Yeah,
because
we thought.
they didn't include them in the Unitorum Field Manual. The points weren't in there, so we just assumed wrongly.
Wrongly. No, they've not gone anywhere and they've got better, which I am happy to see. Tomb Spiders again. A very iconic unit of the Necron sort of force there. These things, I like them because...
What is it?
It's an... Okay, want to say that, man?
No, I don't want to say that.
It's an Ophidian Destroyer. Another Destroyer
Again,
model.
It's a what, sorry?
Ophidian Destroyer.
Oh, okay.
For this, I don't know what. I love the model. The model looks great, but I think one day I was like, Christ, we need a new Necron model. What should we do? Hey, you know the old school race? Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just do that? Call it Destroyer. Let's knock off early, boys.
I do really like that.
Yeah, they've done, mate. Listen, there is no singular model in this codex that's been redone that is a bad model.
Out of curiosity, the big dude, the more standard looking destroyer that smacks it. No, full
This
cross. Dude? Yeah. You sort of hinted at a while, or you thought that he might be just a single model in a unit kind of. Is that the case?
Yeah, can be. It's 1 to 3.
1 to 3. So it's a bit like the chicken walkers in.
You can have lords as well.
They're chunky dudes. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
but you don't have models for them.
We'll get to that.
And is that gun pictured in the top left of that frame as tasty as it looks?
That's your I want vehicles to die gun, and that's your
That's I want to put a big hole in a knight.
Yeah.
And that's I've got some like tough infantry to kill kind of gun.
Yeah. And obviously this dude here is like I want to put lots of small holes into lots of everything.
I love that dude. There.
Yeah. That guy, the Hexmark Destroyer.
Singular or unit?
One. It's like an assassin equivalent.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Apparently, can you only have are they unique? You can only have one.
I don't know if they're unique, but it's definitely one per unit, and it's a character.
Apparently, with the whole Destroyer stick, this guy was a Deathmark who fell to the Destroyer curse and was like, you know what, sniper rifles. Pfft. I don't need no sniper rifles.
One shot.
There's a Destroyer curse. I was aware of the Flayed curse. So are there a lot of curses in your particular army?
It's more like
an error in programming,
getting corrupted and stuff like that, and they just want to kill everything all the time right now.
Destroyers do.
Yeah. So it's basically a death mark that's just thought I haven't got enough arms and enough guns, so let's have some more of all that.
And someone's obliged him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And look, it's shiny.
Out of curiosity, you are going to get him at some point. Hint, hint, Christmas. But what I'd like to, or would like you to do, is actually time how long it takes you to paint it from start to finish. So you start a time for each session.
What, to get it table ready, or
no?
Those two there you can knock out in an afternoon.
I'm just curious how long. No, if you want to do them well. But
I'm going to try and do that.
Yeah.
However you do it, I'll look up a guide on Google or something.
Yeah, it might be worth. I mean, are you doing it sort of paintbrush, or are you going to be?
No, I'm going to paintbrush it.
Yeah.
It's like
You're not
I'm not buying a compressor and an airbrush and all that. I'll do it old school style.
This thing is a testament to like good painters. It's like this thing will sell this book and this army. This model will. This and the void
rules that go with it.
No, like sight unseen. You're not new to 140k. You don't know the rules. You don't know anything. This
it's just impressive, to look at, isn't it?
This and the dragon will sell this army. That's it.
Yeah,
that's just fucking cool. And I love flayed ones. I love close combat in general.
I've not seen the new flayed one models.
There you go.
Well, I can't get that close at the moment, so I have to look at it after.
Yeah,
but they're not fine cast. There you go.
They are plastic. They're glorious plastic.
They are 100% better, and I thought they weren't fleshy enough for my liking, but then I look at this guy with half his face.
Just stuff I like about him. Like, where is he? This guy is. See how that hand's just like he's props that on the edge of his hand there, so he's got fingers coming around onto his like metal hand.
I can
I
just
love stuff
about
like
see
that.
it, yeah.
Like the guy with the skull over his face and the arm hanging off.
Are they trying to make
really
themselves?
thought
Are they trying to make themselves alive? I can't remember what the difference between a flakers and destroy
Yeah, they want to be alive again, don't they?
And they think
And the only way they can think of doing that is to consume and wear the organic matter of other races.
Yeah. And
mostly humans, apparently.
And they
You
can't
see orc skin, do you?
And obviously they can't consume anything. They just mush guts into the face.
Yeah,
Question.
just eat it.
Yeah. Question. In that picture in the bottom right corner, we have a Deceiver and a Nightbringer both together.
Mm.
That was never a thing before, I don't think, was it? Where you could have...
Not now. You can only have one per detachment.
One detachment. So, if you got more than one detachment, you could have two.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. You can do. Yeah. But you're going to pay the command
I
points
think
for
they are more expensive now than they were, but they are better.
Yes.
Because what are they classed as? So are they just a standard HQ?
They're elites. They're an expensive elite. I don't know what 18 power converts to, but it's quite a bit, isn't it?
There you go. That's the money shot for me. Oh, that guy. That's the money.
Aldrad's going to get a kick.
No,
he's dead.
No, he isn't.
He's super dead.
He's the psyker of all psychers. He's about to smush that guy.
He's about to be an Eldar popsicle. He's going to die.
I really would like to know what the tactical decision was with those Guardians.
If he's on one wound, I can see why.
What are those Guardians doing? And other than maybe...
They're trying to defend the leader, mate, obviously.
Badly.
They're doing a really shit job.
That guy dead. But yeah, the dragon.
He's extra, isn't he?
Oh, he's so dead. That model, I love that model so much. I mean, between him and the Silent King, I'll take him every day of the week. It's like Dr. Manhattan just absolutely gone mental. That is great.
Scarab still gets his dinner before him, though.
Yes. Yeah, these guys are more important than that guy.
Scarab potentially is going to be able to do more damage there.
Oh, yeah, Scarab's no joke now.
Blow up.
Yeah. But yeah, look at all that. Anyway, enough of this.
Right. The rules.
The rules.
And now there's, I dare say, there's a lot to try and go through. How long did you spend looking at this before we came over? About 4 hours?
4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was skimming it.
Yeah, skim reading it, and you probably still haven't covered absolutely everything. So, is there things that you would like to pick up on that we can cover perhaps in 10 to 15 minutes?
We'll just do highlights.
Yeah, highlights. They've got your new dynastic codes now.
Yes, I like them. They're good.
You've got your sort of like space, what are they called, battle doctrines or things like that, where they activate a certain turn.
Protocols.
Yeah, command.
Let's get to that.
Yeah. So obviously you've got your dynastic codes there. Each one's got their own sort of unique like twist on how the army fights. Go on, quick overview, Jamie. Mefrit, Solar Fury.
Yeah. So let's get a good view of it. Yeah, that's better than before. Additional range at half range, it's 1 AP, so that is just straight up one thing better than it used to be.
So that's your shooty bang bang army. That's straight there.
Yeah. As you can see, it says there you have the two things, but when a specific command protocol is active, then you can have both of them
at the same
so
time.
Like at one turn, you're going to be able to have both of those active.
Yeah, and command protocols are the sort of like the things you lay out before the game starts. So turn one up.
Yeah, it's like a stratagem that you put in place before the game. You write it down, or draw your cards or whatever, and certain things happen on certain turns.
Yes.
You can't really... you can change them, but it's pretty much set in stone.
Okay. And obviously, when a protocol comes up that obviously these dynasties are au fait with, they get both benefits rather than just the one.
Yeah.
Right, so
obviously, there's stratagems and abilities and stuff that can manipulate that, but...
We've got Novok, Awakened by Bloody Murder. So you got this is the melee one. I'd want to charge rolls.
Mine.
Yep. Each time model with this code makes a melee attack, if that model's unit made a charge move, was charged or performed a heroic intervention, improve the penetration by 1.
It's different than it used to be. It was pretty much that before, but it was re-rolling all hits, so it benefited some things more than others. But one additional AP I'll take. Scarabs will have an AP now.
Good. And I'd want to charge range, so your deep striking models, your Ophidian destroyers, your played ones.
So basically, you can pick one of those depending on what your list's going to be.
Nefrek. Models with this code have a 6-up invul save.
Yeah.
Each time a unit with this code advances, it can translocate. If it does, do not make an advance roll for it instead. Until the end of the phase, add 6 to the move characteristic of all models in the unit. If the unit translocates until the end of the phase, it cannot shoot. Each time this unit falls back or translocates until the end of the phase, models unit can move across models and terrains if they were not there. That is fucking great for mobility.
That is what it used to be. One point there is it says you can't shoot, but it doesn't say you can't charge. And from how I'm reading that, the translocate is different than an advance. So would you be able to translocate in charge?
I
don't know.
Yeah,
Let's read into that.
Yeah. Well, you've got your 6-up invul save. You've got your auto 6 to add addition to movement. And the thing I like to take away from this is, obviously, if you get locked in combat surrounded, you just translocate right out of there. Go right through those models like they weren't there.
That's one I used an awful lot in 8th edition because of the mobility it gave you.
Yeah, that's a good one for mobility. Nilak, aggressively territorial.
Oh yeah.
Units with this code have jet secured ability, so
That's
everything.
Pretty much everything in your army's got obsec.
Yeah, each time an attack with an penetration characteristic of -1 is allocated to the model with this code. If the model's unit is wholly within its control's deployment zone, it's 0 instead.
Yeah. I mean, that's okay. It could be better. It could reduce the AP by 1.
Yeah.
But if it's -2, then you get nothing.
Yeah, so that's your I'm going to sit in my deployment zone, you try and shift me army.
But I think anyone in the right mind would be taking the obsec one there, wouldn't they?
Oh god, yeah.
How objective focused 9th edition is.
Zarakan, this is obviously the Silent Kings. These are his own boys. Each time a model with this code loses a wound, mortal wound, on a d6 or 5+, that wound is not lost. So against mortal wounds against Psychers.
That's going to be good against Psychers.
Yep, 5+, that wound is not lost. Each time a unit with this code is selected to shoot or fight, you can reroll 1 wound roll when making that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty good,
Yeah.
Vehicles especially, things that have really powerful weapons.
And Sautek, obviously the Stormlord, is it Stormlords?
Yep.
Yep.
Stormlord.
Each time a roll test is taken for a unit with this code, you can reroll the test. Instead of following the normal rules for rapid fire weapons, models with this code, shooting rapid fire weapons make double the number of attacks if shooting models target. Jesus. So you're doubling your rapid fire rate.
Is that what it says?
That with the Gore's Flayers or Gore's Reapers.
I'm not sure how to read that. It says make double the number of attacks if the shooting model's target is within 18 inches. Does that mean it's double rapid fire or just you're rapid firing within 18 instead of like...
Any attacks you'd make within 18 is doubled. So if it's 1, it's doubled.
So it goes to, if it's rapid fire 1, it goes to rapid fire 2.
Yeah.
Right. If it's that, then it's pretty good.
Yeah, so obviously the new close combat guns for the Warriors, which are good anyway, they will absolutely obliterate
rapid
things.
fire them, they're assault, I think.
That's a bit of a shitter.
Assault 2.
Oh well. So
anyway,
yeah, they're your main core dynasties, and obviously, as with Psychic Awakening, you've got your build your own list. So we're not going to go through all of them because there's a lot, and
there's a lot of repeating.
Yeah.
What are your top 3?
Yeah, go on, Jimmy.
I'd like to know.
You know which ones of these are going to be the
I
winners.
can't really remember them, to be honest.
Okay.
A lot of them are similar to the ones on the previous page. I like that one. But that one just stood out to me. Rad Wreathed.
Units with this code have the following ability: Rad Wreathed Aura. While an enemy unit, excluding vehicle units, is within 1 of this unit, subtract 1 from the toughest characteristic of models with that enemy unit. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Mainly just 'cause I'm trying to make the best melee army I can out of this, and that stood out to me as something I'm probably going to try.
Yeah. That's really good. Butchers add 1 to charge rolls made with units with this code. That's another good one. That's just particularly most of the time when you find with these like build your own abilities, they're going to be iterations on the existing dynasties or the existing high fleets.
I noticed, But
I
haven't
haven't
had one of these, so this is my first view of it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Butchers there. That's half of the Novak one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically that
one of those rules.
Yeah, it's one of those rules. But this Rad Wreathed one, that's completely unique. None of those other existing dynasties have that kind of if you're close to it, it's -1, which I really like. I'd rather these, rather than being basically watered down versions of the existing sort of dynasties, I'd rather them be the unique kind of things, like kind of quirky things like that, which is quite good.
Yeah, quite a few of them are.
So obviously you've got your dynastic traditions there, that's the one half, and you've got your circumstances of awakening here. And that's basically your other half there. What's this one? Healthy Paranoia. Add 3 to the range of characteristic of ranged weapons.
Yeah, so you could probably take that with the... is there another one there that mimics the Mephrit one? So you could have +6 to the range maybe? I can't remember.
Yeah. Obviously this one here we were mentioning earlier before the video started, Vassal Kingdom. Basically with this one here, it says select one of the following dynasties and use the dynastic code of that dynasty as listed on page 223. So this one basically, it allows you to use a dynastic abilities of one of the existing dynasties, but you can paint them however you want. The way it's worded, like you said yourself, you'd be confused, thought you'd be able to choose that, one of the existing dynasties and one of these.
Yeah,
but
it
no,
doesn't make any sense to me.
no. With this Vassal Kingdom, basically that's a vector for you, allowing you to paint a dynasty however you want, and have it as like a vassal kingdom of one of the bigger dynasties. So like you're acting as on their behalf.
Yeah, if you're really into your match play and your tournaments, iffy about your paint schemes.
Yeah, sort of thing. Ooh, Storatic Arms. Come on, Jay. Which one of these stand out to you?
Oh yeah, there's some good stuff in there. I like that one. Basically, pay 1 CP to automatically wound something instead of rolling, which is good for those clinch moments when you really got to get a wound through on something. Extermination Protocols, one of my favourite stratagems, you'll probably know.
Yeah.
It's not as good anymore, unfortunately.
Come on, anyone could have seen that one coming.
Yeah, it was too OP for 9 point.
What was the one that allowed you to get your one better impulse save that you were using to get your rates hard as bollocks?
Oh, it was the Nihilak one, Reclaim a Lost Empire. That does no longer do that.
Wow, really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's taking the piss a little bit.
Any other ones there you stand out?
Yeah. That is going to make flayed ones better. Definitely going to get
Storm
a lot
of
of flayed ones
Flensing
to try
Blades. Driven into a grotesque frenzy by the hot gore sluicing through their innards, the flayed ones lay about themselves wildly with vicious talons. Use a stratagem at the end of the fight phase. Select one flayed ones unit for army with engagement range of the enemy units. That unit can fight again. Yeah, that's good.
2 CP. If you've got a unit of 20 flayed ones that have just come out of Deep Strike and charged something, that's going to be well worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've got like similar things in the Necron Codex, but just like monsters fight again. I don't think I've got anything that lets infantry units fight again. I think it's called Rapacious Hunger or something like that. Similar sort of thing, really.
It's usually 3 CP though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's pretty cheap.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Ooh, what else have we got? Ooh, Entropic Strike.
Use the stratagem in the fight phase. When a Catan shard model from your army is selected to fight until the end of the fight phase, each time a melee attack is made by that model, invulnerable saving throws cannot be taken against that attack. Right, that's the watered down version of the Nightbringer one. The Nightbringer one's hotter than that, the rule.
Yeah.
But yeah, using Catans, just turn off invulnerable saves. No invulnerable saves for you.
Yeah.
So, that's...
I like that.
2 CP. It's good.
Yeah, there's some really good stuff in there. What else? Should watch a little one. There might have been a relic I'm thinking of.
You got loads more.
Self-destruction, that's now better.
Use a stratagem in your fight phase when a Canoptic Scarab Swarm unit from your army is selected to fight. Select one model in that unit. After that unit is finished piling in, you can select one enemy unit with engagement range of that model and roll a d6. On a 2 to 5, the enemy suffers d3 mortal wounds. On a 6, enemy suffers 3 more wounds. The Canoptic Swarm model is then destroyed. Oh, basically you turn them into like little mini spore mines, just blow up.
Scarab bombs.
Yeah, but with the obviously you've got Tomb Spiders, which are better now. You can just get them back.
Yeah.
Just remake them. Just make bombs.
Yeah, and now there's no downside to that. You don't like roll a 1 and then your Tomb Spider dies.
Wow.
So that's good.
That's good, yeah.
I can see me using that with flayed ones again, makes them -1 to hit. So 1 CP, I think that's probably worth it if you've got a big squad.
Oh yeah, I mean if you're in close combat with something that's hitting on 2s and 3s, you want that, yeah, straight away.
Revenge of the Doomstalker. I like that one.
The
Basically,
Doomstalker.
If a character sort of dies, your Doomstalker can just immediately target the unit and kill it and take pot shots at it, like Overwatch, I think.
Oh right, okay.
Worth it. I mean, it's got like a strength of 10. Like
Oh yeah, the
D6 shotgun.
Yeah, the Doomstalker's gun's no joke. I mean, just reading from the rules, it's like strength 12 or something stupid.
Strength 10. I think it has D6 shots though.
Yeah.
It's the D6 shots, D6 damage thing though, isn't it?
Is it blast?
It is blast, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, well there you go. Then sort of like weight, sort of like evens out there, I suppose. But yeah, more of everything really, more of every good stuff there. Quantum deflection, is that the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read that before I read the difference to quantum shielding, so I was a little confused.
Ah, okay, yeah. So yeah, more of that good stuff. Dynastic Stratagems.
I like that one.
Oh, that's the Silent King one. Use the stratagem in your opponent's psychic phase when enemy psycho attempts to manifest a psychic power within 18 of the Zerkin unit from your army. Roll d6 on 4+ psychic powers denied. So 4+ just turn off.
Denied.
Just that. For one command point, you're going to be using that a lot. It's like, no Doom.
If only I was playing psychic armies, that virtually never happens.
Yeah. Oh, what's the method?
That was the stratagem I used to give the rates +1. It's not that good anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. Blood rights are still the same, is it?
It's not.
Isn't
No,
it?
that used to be just a fight again for 3 command points.
Oh right, so you just add one.
Yeah, it's just an extra attack.
Oh, that's pretty good.
What's it be? I'll take that.
Yeah, and all good. Lovely, nice bit of art there. Very nice. Bit of the green going on. The Cryptic Arcana.
Yeah.
What is this?
There's something I want to do here, Ben. Just because I like watching your videos, but you can't pronounce shit. So
Okay.
I'd like you to pronounce some of these names.
Okay. Actitate Vindicator. Cryptonopnatic Adjudicator. Phototenic Transblob Jedector. Dimensional Sanctum. Hey! Corporeal Subjudicator Scarabs. Contemporal Nanomites. Failsafe Overcharger.
Nail that one.
Boom! Got it! What's the list?
Basically, it's like an extra ability you can give a Cryptek in your army for a points or power cost.
Oh, right.
It's not a relic, it's not a Warlord Trait, it's not a stratagem or anything. You can give them an ability on there, if you like.
Okay.
Which is just nice.
Okay.
Some good stuff on there.
Any particular ones that stand out?
I like that one. I know there's some other stuff in this book that allows you to sort of try and run a Canoptek focus list if you want, and that'd be really good for that. You can just pick a Canoptek unit close to your Cryptek and give it an extra attack.
Okay, that's pretty nice.
So Scarabs be like on 5 attacks, Rates would be on 4 attacks.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah,
Fluid ones?
No, they're not Canoptic.
Not Canoptek.
No. Canoptic are like the constructs, not the actual Necrons themselves. Okay, so you just get to buff your various Mancers, because you've got so many Mancers now.
Got 4 Mancers now.
Yeah. Warlord Traits.
Yeah, I think all of those are virtually the same as they were in the 8th Codex. Immortal Pride is no longer as good as it was, which is one I used a lot. It doesn't make you fearless anymore, but then again, morale isn't as punishing as it used to be. No,
not really. Dynastic Warlord Traits, any of these particularly good? Blood-Fueled Fury. Each time a Warlord makes a melee attack with one more wound. Okay, that's fair enough.
That's good. I mean, there are certain things you can do to have your Warlords get a lot of attacks. I think you can get up to like 10. So you can get a couple of mortal wounds in there per fight phase.
Oh, I take it that's with they've got the Blood Scythe, haven't they? The artifact that gives them like extra attacks.
I think it's like D3 extra attacks or 3 extra attacks.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Relics. Any new ones? Any existing ones?
There's a few new ones. Yeah, I like that one. It's stupid.
Hour of Infinity. Oh, is this like a tachyon arrow?
Yeah, it's like a mad tachyon arrow.
Hour of Infinity, 120 inch range, Assault 1, Strength 16, minus 5 piece, Strength 6 damage. The bearer can only shoot once.
How much damage?
6.
Oh.
That's ridiculous.
And what's the ability?
It's just a one shot. One shot covers the whole board. One
Chris,
chance at it.
I can count on my hand.
Everything on 2s. You don't get a save. Is that minus? What was the minus?
5. Chris, I can count on my hand how many times Jamie's used attack on arrows, how many times it's hit. Yeah. Do you want to know how many times that is?
1.
This many.
Well,
0.
No, I think he's hit me with it once.
Did he hurt you with it?
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm using that, I can swing a command point to re-roll a 2 if I fail it, and then I can use another command point to automatically wound with it.
Oh shit! Yeah. You
oh
can
shit!
do that.
Yeah.
You don't need to automatically wound. It's strength 16.
Yeah, but you can get a 1.
If
I'm firing that once a game, I want it to bloody wound.
If you've got a vehicle or a character, whatever it is, on like 6 or 5 wounds, and you want to finish it off in style, then yeah, that's good. Where's the blood? The blood.
And what does it hit on?
Blood Scythe. There you go.
What's it hit on, Jay?
It's just whatever the character is. That's
it's character's ballistic sort of
so
2.
Yeah, you're not messing with that.
You mean like
it's quite a lot?
Yeah.
About half
It's always been 2 plus.
Yeah. You just never
Statistically, that isn't right.
Mate, my DeMcCarran was sitting on 2s, and I've rolled 6 1s before.
Yes, I remember.
So yeah, I mean, Blood Scythe. There we go.
Extra 2 attacks.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's like that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's Veil of Darkness. That's the auto.
That's exactly the same. Thankfully.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the go-to one for most people, I think. Yeah, it's good. Right. What have we got here? Powers of the Catan. Yeah. Powers of the lowest rung of Necron society. It was
surprisingly good.
Gaze of Death. Any of these? Well, we know that one's Volcanic Storm. I think that was previewed, wasn't it? Was that previewed?
I don't know.
No, I don't think it was. Catan Shard of the Void Dragon. Obviously, you guys know what these do. Fucking Gates of Death and whatnot.
Gaze of Death, they're actually both quite different now. They didn't
Oh,
exist
what?
before.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Gaze of Death used to be a shooting attack, didn't it?
Right, so what
Now
is it
it's
now?
power.
Oh, okay, so that's it. You can't miss with it. So that one enemy within 9 inches, visible to the Catan Shard. Roll 3 d6s for each 4 plus that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so it could be 3d3 mortal wounds, depending on how lucky you get.
Yeah. Cosmic Insanity. Select one enemy unit within 12 and visible to the Catan Shard. Roll d6 and add this to the Catan Shard's leadership characteristic. I'll agree as well, please, Jay. To the result, your opponent then rolls a 1d6 and adds the leadership characteristic. The enemy unit suffers one more wound for each power. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's like most of those sort of like roll off against leadership kind of things. Like every time you run into it, you get more wound by it. So
Right.
yeah, that's nothing to. Volcanic Storm. Select one enemy unit with an ancient visible to the Catan Shard. And a character unit characteristic of 9 or less cannot be selected as power while within 3 inches of another enemy unit. Unless characters. Roll 1d6 and 2 plus D more wounds. D6 more wounds. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. So basically, it's like a sub slice into.
It's a smite that's good against vehicles.
Yeah, the Void Dragon, that's the running thing, and he does not like vehicles.
No.
No. Time's out.
Get him in combat with a Titan. Well, not Titan, but one of the, what you call them? They've gone out of my head now. God, it's been
Knights.
so long, Knights.
Knight?
Yeah. Combat with a knight?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't like knights.
No.
He'll wreck one.
Hey, to be fair, Monolith will wreck a knight.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah. Right.
There's not a lot of monolith won't wreck.
I know, right? Right, times are up. This is the one I always thought was interesting. Because I always like the ability of like a time just go, you're dead. Like Thanos him, just
biff.
Yeah, biff, mouth
Off
existence.
you go.
Select one enemy unit within 18 inches invisible to the Catan Shard. Roll d6, adding 1 to the roll. The Catan Shard is in a Tesseract Vault. If the total equals or exceeds the wounds characteristic, your opponent's to be destroyed.
That's better now. It used to be if it exceeds only, I think.
Ah, right, okay.
So if you get a 6, most characters will just disappear.
Just like bang out of
Gone.
existence.
To say at the bottom of that, your opponent selects one of those models to be destroyed. Your opponent selects. You make him do it.
Yeah. That's good. But all these are good, to be fair. But that was the one I liked, just because of the feel of it, just being winked out of existence, sort of. That's nice.
Those are just Necron unique secondary objectives for match play games.
Anything decent? No.
Yeah, they're okay.
Purge the vermin. Right. Crusade rules.
Crusade Jive, yeah.
Yeah.
Some good stuff in there.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, let's not go through that.
Yeah, we've been playing Crusade more and more, and Requisitions. And like I said before in the previous video, I think it's going to be my preferred
I
way
like
to play.
this.
What's this?
Basically, whenever you win a game, your Warlord gets to add one of these to his name.
And
So
you can just keep going?
Yeah. It's like, you know in Game of Thrones where Daenerys has got like 50 names after a name? It's like that kind of thing.
Oh, right, so you can be every single one of these.
Yeah. So now I could be Krang, Doom of Morrigar, Saviour of the Walls of Rust, Obliterator of Negaton, and on and on and on and on. And basically, for every third title I get, I can pick one of these benefits.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's cool. I like that. I really like that.
You see what I say about
Krang's name is just going to get longer and longer and longer the more games I win.
You see what I say now? Like I'm starting to focus on slight little things like this. Just make
Well, the
it
games
on
are quicker as well, which will definitely help me.
Oh yeah.
As and when I get back.
Weapon announcements, battle scars, Crusade relics, blah blah blah
Unique
blah.
stuff. All
Yeah.
great.
Right. Okay. The meat and taters. The meat.
Right. Go back one.
Reanimation protocols.
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
Well, I read that and I thought it had just been nerfed into the ground until I sort of got further into the data sheets and realised there was some other things going on. Because now you don't reanimate the model, you reanimate the wound. That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll give you a scenario, right?
Tell me a story, Jamie. Tell me a story.
It's virtually never happened, but say I had 6 destroyers, right? And I dropped them down and shot you with them, and you were desperate to get rid of them, right? You shot them with everything you got, and you killed 5 of them, and left 1 on like 1 wound remaining. Say you killed 5, like outright 5. Basically, before I'd roll 5 dice, and on a 5+, I'd get 1 back. Now, I roll for every wound that's been lost. So I'd roll 15 dice. Yeah? And I can only bring back the amount of models that divides perfectly into the amount of 5 pluses I get, or if it's buffed 4 pluses. So out of 15 dice, I got 5.
Yeah. So
I got 5 pluses. I could bring 1 destroyer back, because I could only make 3 wounds out of it. The other 2 would just be lost.
Yeah.
So it's hard now to reanimate like multi-wound models. Which,
But
yeah, but there's things to counteract that. Like everything now, if it's got more than 1 wound, it's got living metal, whereas before it was just characters. And now other things that couldn't reanimate, like scarabs and wraiths and doom spiders and stuff like that, they can reanimate now. They couldn't before.
Yeah.
And a rites of reanimation thing. Which
what is that?
basically, Cryptex used to have an ability called Technomancer, which gave you +1 to reanimation.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that anymore, it's gone. They're now called Technomancers, and they split Cryptex into 4 things. So you've got Technomancer, Psychomancer, Plasmancer, and Chronomancer. But the Technomancer now has rites of reanimation, which is a new thing. And basically what it does is you pick a unit within 6 and you bring a model back. You just reanimate 1.
Okay.
Is that instead of your reanimation stuff? Or?
No, that's in
on
addition.
top? Oh.
What I want to know is, let's say you're in that scenario. You've got 6 destroyers, 5 meet the dust. You reanimate, let's say 1. What happens to those other 4?
They're dead.
They're dead. They're
They
gone.
stay dead.
They can't come back.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So you only have 1 opportunity to bring them back?
Yeah, unless you happen to have a Cryptech near. Basically, if I had a Cryptech within 6 inches of that squad of destroyers, I could bring 1 back. Start the turn.
Just yeah. Okay. That's
If
it.
I'd reanimated 1, then I could reanimate another 1.
So
Whereas before, what I would do is probably, if I'd lost that many, I'd try and
retreat.
hide that 1 so I could reanimate turn after turn after turn to try and get a few
So
more back.
basically, it's not as punishing for your enemy now if they do manage to whittle down a squad, a multi-win squad.
The problem with reanimation was, it was frustrating for the player because your opponent could just focus fire a unit and delete it, and then you were paying a points premium for something that you never got any use out of. And it was frustrating for your opponent because, say, I got lucky on that turn and reanimated all 5 destroyers, you're going to think, shit, I sunk a whole turn worth of firepower into that, I got nothing for it.
Yeah.
So I think it's better for both.
Yeah.
This new way, I kind of like what they've done, it's quite clever.
Is it easy to keep track of as well? Because last time it was hard to keep track of what you lost in that round compared to the previous round, and
Yeah, it doesn't matter so much anymore,
No.
I don't think.
No, reanimation happens the moment Necrons take the wounds. It just happens then.
but basically, if you
Yeah.
don't bring those models back at that point, they stay off the
They are
board.
dead.
Yeah, but it's better for, like, say you've got a squad of 20 warriors. You know, every time, so you kill 10, you roll 10 dice. If you get 5, then 5 get back up again.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but the other
And
5
then-
stay dead.
Yeah, and then you hammer them again.
Do
So
these suffer
you
with morale?
constantly- They still do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's still at the end of the turn, isn't it? So it's like, say, if you like take a pot shot at that squad of warriors with like 5 different squads of guardians, then they've got 5 options
They'll
around.
reanimate straight away, and then you take shots at them with another squad, and
And they can still.
yeah, you're not shooting at like a completely diminished squad that keeps getting lower and lower and lower. They're like, you'll kill a few, and then a few will reanimate, and then you'll kill a few more, and then a couple will reanimate. So it's
And
harder to wipe out a squad.
Does that stockpile of dice as well? So say like I have 1 squad of guardians shoot, kill 5 to get back up again, and then the next squad of guardians shoot and kill another 5. Do you still, from the previous 3 who didn't get back up again, can they?
No,
roll?
they're not included.
They're not. Right.
It's just the new 5 that you roll against.
Okay.
They're your protocols right there. They're the ones that obviously you've got to plan out.
Yeah, looking forward to giving that a go. It's like it
Tactical.
seems quite complex and tactical, but if you get it right, I should imagine it's quite
Gratifying.
fulfilling. Yeah.
Right, the data sheets. Right, we'll quickly skim through these
Yeah, I
guys.
was going to say like, probably time wise, we could probably spend another hour on it or so.
Okay,
but-
well,
Yeah.
let's...
All the same, more or less.
Okay,
Serras, different.
great.
But we've already seen that. We don't need to go through that one. One thing I should mention though, my will be done now. Obviously affects core units only, so you can't be doing it on vehicles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Rather than just jumping through the pages, Jay, what I'd say then is maybe jump to the bits that you really that stood out to you when you were going through the data sheets.
What are the highlights here?
Stood out to me. What's that? That's the old Destroy Lord. He's now a Locust Lord. because they had to do something with the model. I'm not sure what they're going to do with it because it's got a green rod in it and they're supposed to be getting rid of those. So
what's his purpose now?
he pretty much does exactly what he used to do.
Oh.
He's on a destroyer platform and he can have a Staff of Light.
He's a bit of a bad man in combat.
He's pretty good at melee.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
He's a locust, so
We've got a dedicated
that's
melee destroyer lord.
That's
right
this
there.
guy's job.
Yeah.
So what's his purpose then? Why take
That
him as opposed
does
to him?
what that used to do.
Better.
Yeah. I would
But
think.
is there a benefit to taking the Locust over to perhaps the Scorpack?
Yeah, no.
Speed?
Maybe if somebody
No.
charges destroyers, you've got a chance of stabbing them up.
No, both of those, that United in Destruction, they both have that. It affects destroyer cult units, not specific to Scorpex or Locusts, so I don't know. You would think that would be like a ranged, focused, like HQ unit
Yeah.
to go with the destroyer,
Yeah.
Locust destroyers. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they've just decided to keep that in because they're not ready to get rid of the model yet. I don't know.
Interesting.
We'll see.
Oh,
We'll see if you can still buy it in 6 months.
Are there any spelling mistakes in this book? Spelling mistakes? Any
Not
things that
that
are in
I've
the wrong place?
seen.
Right, okay, that's a
Or-
nice fucking turn up for the books.
He can have a resurrection orb now, which is nice. They're going to be more popular, I would think,
Oh,
because they allow everything in the squad to try and reanimate at the start of the turn.
Oh, okay. Go on. What's so funny, Chris?
What
What
are
are
you
you
laughing at?
giggling? What are you
Just
giggling at?
no, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm sure it doesn't.
Catacomb Command Barge. Come on, mate. You're giggling in the corner there. It's not professional. Fucking get a
It
grip,
doesn't
man.
matter. Carry on, carry on.
We've got this
Show must
live, we've got this
continue.
camera and stuff, and you're just laughing away in the background like a tosser.
Have you seen a dirty word, or you thought you saw a dirty word? No.
That's fine.
Is it Catacomb Command Barge?
What?
No.
No. God, you animal. Fuck.
Same.
Let's see. We've got this Relentless March ability, which is all over the place now. Basically, it's part of the My Will Be Done ability. It just allows you to move, advance an extra 1 inch. So, yeah, great.
Meh. You doke. Technomancer. Oh, the Mancers.
That's the Mancer spread. I quite like that. We didn't see that in the preview. Harbinger of Despair.
In your morale phase, you can select one enemy unit within 12 of this model, roll 3d6. The result is create an enemy leadership, select one of take effect. Oh, okay. You can perform any actions, objective ability. That's alright, that's pretty decent.
I don't remember seeing that on any of the releases. Obviously, I have not been paying attention, but is it the Chronomancer in the top?
Yeah, he's quite good. I'm going to
looks-
have to include one of them.
It looks interesting. The model looks nice. Are they
That guy deals with tech.
the
That guy
bricks and the around his?
He's got the
head
bricks
piece?
around his head, yeah.
Yeah,
what-
yeah.
time cubes.
What are they called again?
I've no
That
idea.
material. Is it the same
Oh.
stuff that's made like
Yeah,
the
Blackstone,
Blackstone?
Nocturnal.
That's it. Yeah.
Whatchamacallit. What I quite like about these is you've got this Dynastic Advisors rule. Basically, if you have, I think it's a noble in your army, I can just read it, it's there.
I think I've heard of
Basically,
this.
if you've got a noble,
They
right,
can't be
you can
charged.
include a Cryptek, right? But you can also include another Cryptek, so you can have 2 Crypteks that take up one, what's it, like a slot?
Yeah, like
What's
a
it called?
They've got their own like, little triarch thing.
Yeah, it's
got
like
two
a
advisors.
force organisation chart slot.
Mm.
So, say you have a Cryptek, you can have that Cryptek, another Cryptek, and then 2 Crypto Thralls to go with each of them that essentially take up 1 slot.
That's good.
It's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's quite good. Getting more bang for your buck into it for the attachment wise.
Are they expensive points? Oh no, they're only 4 power. So
Yeah, they
what's
can't
that?
be
Probably 80 points, 90 points.
Somewhere about 80 points in it. Not sure the actual
like that.
points.
Yeah, you're not looking over 100.
I do like the Chronomancer though. He seems better than the rest of them.
Well, I haven't seen any of the rules from
As
where
far
I am,
as
but
aesthetics
the
go-
model looks really nice.
As far as aesthetics go, this guy takes the gold, the Psychomancer with a digital skull.
I
do
haven't
like that
seen that one actually. I'd have to have a look. I've seen the Technomancer, I remember that one, and the Plasmancer. Bit of a weird one because I can't see past the big gurney chin.
Well, they've all got that going on.
It's just
Yeah,
that thing, isn't it? They're all wise blokes, but they're made of metal, so they've got to replace the hair with metal, haven't they? Just big long beards.
So what makes this guy stand out?
I don't know. What he moves more. He's got an invul save. The rest of them haven't. And what is it? Chronometron. You can just pick a unit within 9 and give it a 5 up invul save. And some of these weapons he's got are like weird as well. Aeon Stave, Blast Weapon, ignores invul saves. Chrono Tendrils, he makes 3 additional attacks with his
Chrono Tendrils.
flaily skirt bits.
Okay.
I might end up getting one of them.
Fair enough. New sex Necron Warriors.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good. Immortals, toughness 5, 2 attacks, better.
Ah.
That comes into play more now. Because that...
Is it not a big bag of shite that you thought it was?
No, this from what I've heard, this is the only unit that might be a stinker in this book, just because of what it doesn't bring to the table.
The thing is, it used to be the Technomancer ability that the Cryptek had. It gives you a +1 to reanimation, because now there's nothing else that does that.
Ah, so that's the why.
So it's unique.
Yeah.
So if you want to reanimate on a 4+, and you're kind of going to want that, aren't you?
You need one of them.
You
And
need
what's
one
the
of
range of it? What's the radius?
No, 6.
9 would have been. That's what I would have expected.
Yeah, but Chris,
6.
look at this. Toughness 5. It's not a character. It's gonna get shot.
No, that's why I mean that a bigger radius for that particular ability would have been better.
Yeah, I mean, you'd say you could target that, but there's going to be other things you might want to shoot, isn't there? Just something keeping 20 warriors alive.
Like this guy.
Yeah, there's a lot more threatening stuff in this book than that.
Yeah, I know, but if you are bringing back, or you've got it near multiple models and you want to make sure you delete them,
Yeah, so do you shoot the models or do you shoot that?
I'd get rid of that, because then the models I do shoot are less
You
likely
might
to
get
get...
a
wounds
blatted by the... I don't know. We'll see. I think that thing's going to be better than people think it is.
Obviously, the Hexmark Destroyer.
Hexmark Destroyer, brilliant. I like that. Inescapable death.
Yeah, that's basically if he kills something, he gets to shoot again.
And are you going to mod that in any way? Are you going to customise it? I think Ben did mention a sombrero at one point.
Yeah, there's a lot of sombreros going around in the Necron range at the moment. Isn't
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely getting one of them. Necron Assassin.
Yeah.
Wanted one of those for years.
Yeah.
Death marks. I was saying to Jay on the way over here.
No, don't skip ahead. You read that?
Ah. Look, everybody. They're now the same as
They're
Storm
just as
Shields.
good as Marines.
Oh.
Just because your shield's got a skull and a scroll on it doesn't mean it's as good as this actual technical
after
relic.
all those years.
So
Finally as good as Marines.
So basically 4+.
And +1
It's a
to
4+,
it.
so they've got a 2 up armor save now.
Ooh.
Yeah. 4+ invul save and a +1 to save.
And are they still, seeing that they are now more invulnerable, and they're going to be harder to shift,
They're harder.
Are they dishing out as much damage?
3 attacks, toughness
Oh,
5.
they get an extra attack now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
These guys are no joke.
From other things in this book and stuff you can mesh together, I think you can get those up to about 7 attacks each with the right stuff.
Points per model with war gear.
I thought they
7
had to
power.
go, like 6 hours.
I know, yeah, I'm just curious because that seems quite a tasty unit, so surely the points cost...
is, yeah, but
what's
it
a
was-
squad of 5 to 10?
Yeah, it was really underused in 8th edition. Nobody took them.
I still miss pariahs.
I think they're going
Very
to be
iconic though, weren't they? They were like the monolith for me, in terms of they were nice to see on the board because they were so...
Yeah, it's a very cool looking unit.
Again, that in front of your Silent King.
These guys fucking terrify me now. These guys are scary, and you should be afraid as well with your Eldar. These guys be scary.
Another thing, by the way, that is now pants. You can't take wounds anymore.
Well, mate, what do you expect? You can't have it all, you know.
Yeah,
you can't do
exactly.
I mean, what is it? Shoot it within 3 inches. Yeah, you can't. It's basically look out, sir.
Yeah.
What's the point in that?
It's, I mean,
A friendly noble or dynasty agent infantry noble is within 3 of this unit. Enemy units cannot target that unit with ranged weapons. That's just look out, sir, isn't it?
yeah.
Is Lucas
Or am I
still?
wrong?
I mean, again, I've been out of this for a while now. Is Lucas still a thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, you know how you can't target characters?
Yeah.
Basically, this is saying that if you're within 3, characters within 3 inches each, you can't target him. Essentially. But you can do that anyway.
yeah.
Right, I see.
Yeah.
So basically, you
Right.
can't. If your overlord or character takes wounds, you can no longer transfer them to Lich Guard like you used to be able to.
Yeah. Yeah, but these guys, they are scary now.
Effective death marks. Looking forward to playing those.
They are any characters you've got that are like light infantry characters like G-Steel Cult, Eldar, Guard. These guys are going to be gunning for you, big time. Flayed ones.
Yep.
Yeah, they're good.
finally, hopefully, going to be able to use them.
Yeah.
I think they are exactly the same price as Warriors.
Yeah. And these guys, these are the reason you don't charge the Mancers. You guys can dish it out.
They're mental.
Yeah.
6 attacks each.
Yeah.
The walking dustbins.
Yeah. They take out the trash. Haha.
Oh yeah.
We know these guys.
Yeah.
I've faced them before on the battlefield. They do the dirty work. Plasma sight. They can transfer between destroyer squads.
They can. Yeah, but if they're ever more than 3 inches away from one, they just disappear.
Oh yeah, they've been on their own, but okay, there you go.
And it would have been nice if they'd have buffed the Locust Destroyers as well. But as it stands, it's just a melee buff for the Scorp decks. That's what they decided to go with.
Fair enough. Drag Stalker, same.
No, their guns are a lot better.
What's that now? Heat Ray?
Yeah, they went up in shots. I think that Twin Heavy Gauze Cannon used to be like 2 shots, strength 9, d6. Now it's 6. It's gone up in shots, but the damage has gone down slightly, which is fine. And they've changed that now. Basically, you have to have a successful hit before you can reroll ones. You can't just target and say, "Oh, I can reroll all the ones now."
Yeah,
that was a bit ridiculous.
Well, there's a lot of models in Warhammer that does that kind of thing. Oh, you can just look at something and everything gets sworn. Like my Atlan Jackal Alpha, I think can do
doesn't
that.
make a great deal of sense, does it?
Right. Okay.
Catan.
The lowest strata of the Necron hierarchy. Also, probably some of the hardest hitting bad boys they've got. Particularly, yeah.
Possibly the hardest hitting.
Yeah. You're paying for it though.
18 power.
Yeah.
Good grief. How many
18.
points is that?
I don't actually know. I can probably flick to the end and find out.
Well, that's neither here nor there. We'll bring it up when we get there. But
I mean, you could just open the page.
No.
But
Ooh.
they're expensive.
Yeah.
You're paying for them.
Well, the Nightbring is 10 short of a monolith.
Oh, so 350 was that? Yeah, 350.
Yeah.
Deceiver
Probably around the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
and the Dragon.
Probably around the same. They're all 18 power, mate.
18 power, every single one of them.
Oh yeah. I should try and read more.
They all do different roles. This guy eats vehicles. This guy eats anything that's not a vehicle, and this guy you can do deployment shenanigans with.
He's more tactical, isn't he?
Yeah, he's more.
He always has been.
He's your more tactical option. But
Big pointers about these are no longer characters, so you can target them. They've gone up, so they're all 9 wounds now.
Basically, the takeaway for anyone fighting Necrons is you can shoot at these guys, but they've got the Gazgul rule. You can only do 3 wounds to them in a phase: shooting phase, psychic phase, fighter phase.
So shoot away, but you're only going to do 3 damage.
Yeah, and look at them like tough 7.
And they've all got living metal now.
And they're all regenerating. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all really good. But him, he was scary before, now he's really, really scary.
Oh yeah.
It just needs an update to the model.
Yes.
Forge World need to do a model for him like they have done for the Avatar.
Yep.
And him.
They look terrible in comparison to this thing.
Oh yeah, that guy's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
But... Yeah. Transcended Guitar.
14 power.
Yeah, not as good as it used to be, but then
Is
again,
he
it's
more of
cheaper.
just like a generic sort of Catan model that you can take for...
Pretty much, yeah.
Is he a buffer more than anything? Or
His thing is, you can pick one of these 6 traits for him, or you can roll randomly and have 2.
Right, okay. So he's kind of build your own Catan.
Some of them are good, some of them are not good.
Yeah.
So it's up to you what you
A bit
want.
like Build a Bear, but instead of a bear, it's...
But the
Nasty.
classic problem remains.
It's a Star God.
You can only get that if you buy the Tesseract Vault. So
Yeah,
you
but-
spend 90 quid on it.
But, as we're coming to later, the obelisk is no longer a paperweight. Canoptic Spiders.
Good.
They are now good.
They're decent, yeah.
They are decent. 4 power, decent.
Yeah, they hit like a truck. You can have 3 of them. They reanimate. They've got living metal.
Reanimate your Scarab Bombs. Just good.
Mind you, trying to reanimate one of those, you'd have to get 6 5+s if you lose one.
Stranger things have happened, my friend.
It's possible, not likely.
Do they still fix up vehicles good?
They do. Yeah.
Oh.
They can still have the fabricated claw array.
Why would you... Like, can you imagine like a Moloch kicking around with 3 of these bad boys.
You can only do once.
Yeah, I know, but you don't want to get in combat with any of that.
No.
No.
Yeah. Scarab's good.
Yeah, Scarab's just good. Ah.
Those things. Yeah. Glass cannons.
Lots of attacks. Not that hard. Deep strike. These guys are going to be outflanking you, deep striking you, come up behind you, come out your toilet when you're on it.
And I do have a stratagem that pairs with them that allows them to disappear and re-deep strike again later.
Ah,
Yeah.
very nice.
So, similar to, was it? Have you got something like that?
Anything in the G Steel can do that.
Yeah, everything. No.
Yeah. Tomb Blades, your bike's still annoying.
Yeah, not a great deal different there.
Nah. Dry Praetorians,
They're fast attack now. So, great.
Canoptic Wraiths. Now, I was concerned because when I saw these, I was thinking to myself, well, why would you bring these when you've got these? But they both have reanimation, so...
They do. They're 3-ups now gone to a, 3++ has gone to a 4++. Other than that, their save got better.
So yeah, why would you take these rather than these?
They're a lot harder to kill.
So they're just harder.
They do more damage, easy to kill. These don't do as much damage, they're harder to kill, so different role in it.
Ah, right, okay. Fair enough.
Plus, if you're going for more of a canoptic style army, then you need the wraiths, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Annihilation Barge, Doomsayer.
Yeah, but
Yeah, fair enough.
never had one.
Locust Destroyers.
You've skipped over the Doomsday Arc.
Yeah, Doomsday Arc.
That's like the most popular unit in 8th edition.
Okay. Tell me a story about the Doomsday Arc.
It's pretty much the same.
Okay, fair enough. There we go, carry on. Locust Destroyers, there you go. You got your 2...
No, we did actually miss something. We haven't gone through Quantum Shielding, have we? That's completely different now.
Right, okay, so... Call me out for being a big old idiot, but Quantum Shielding, that's where you have to roll under or equal to the wounds done.
No.
No, over or equal to. To ignore it?
Under.
Under, unless you have the
Quantum Deflection.
the stratagem, which meant that you have to equal it or be under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which meant that if you had anything which did damage 6, it was just instantly.
Yeah, so it was a little bit silly, but it was nice, cool, and thematic.
It
And when I started reading this, right, I thought, oh, this mod has a 5 up invulnerable save. I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, they couldn't allow us to keep the one nice little cool narrative rule that we had. But I think I didn't finish reading it.
Wow, I've just finished reading it.
I thought, Jay, finish reading it before you judge it.
Each time, this model has a 5+ invulnerable save. In addition, each time an attack is made against this model, an unmodified wound roll of 1 to 3 always fails, irrespective of any abilities the weapon or attacker may have. Wow!
So basically, it's 4+ to wound with whatever you've got.
So you got to go big or go home.
Doesn't matter. If you hit him with something that's going to be a 4, it's the same as hitting him with like a strength 16, isn't it? It's still 4+ to wound.
Jesus, right, okay.
And then it's a 5-up pinball on top of that. And if you use Quantum Deflection, it's a 4-up pinball.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe judge that a bit too harshly.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Oh no, they have kept the regional destroyers. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they've got green rods as well. So what's going to go on with them? What's going to happen there?
Have these changed?
No.
Right, ignore them. These boys. You got the gun that you want if you want to put a hole in something, and an Enigmatic Exterminator.
An Enigmatic Exterminator.
Shut up! I know words good. Heavy 3d3, strength 7, AP -1, 1 damage blast. Oh, that's gonna be good. Boards.
Yeah,
It's gonna be down.
not a lot to dislike there.
No.
You've got 4 wounds, so that's good.
Doomstalker, big pew pew gun. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's like a short-ranged Doomsday Arc,
Yeah.
and it has that nice little Sentinel Construct rule, which means it can like overwatch a unit that's charged near it, which is nice.
Ghost Arc.
Yeah, that's now got a better armor save, and Quantum Shielding makes it obviously quite hard.
Yeah. Your flyers.
That's completely different. I think basically you can just add D3 models to a unit rather than reloading reanimation.
Okay, that's fair enough. Alright, fair enough. So what about your flyers?
Guns better.
Guns
A lot better. Strength, I think it used to be strength 10 -4 d6 damage. Now it's It was D3 shots as well, so it's now heavy 3, strength 12, -3, D3 plus 3 damage. So it does a shitload of damage.
Jesus Christ almighty. Right, okay, moving on. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, it's got a 2-up save now.
This thing was a big fucking piece of shit.
It was bad.
Wait, am I judging that too unfairly?
I'm not sure you're judging it harshly enough.
Okay, the greatest, biggest piece of shit in the fucking Necron Codex.
In probably all codexes.
So just talk me through, because you've got 3 different profiles there.
Well, basically, Chris, this was like the dual kit one. So you can either make this thing.
No, I mean under the obelisk, because you've got 3.
Basically, anything that has degrading profile now has 3 stat lines.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And basically, another thing we've done which I quite like is if it's in red, then it changes.
So
So
just
easy
straight
to
away.
spot.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. So talk to me about the obelisk then, because it is. I've always said it's a beautiful model, and I love the Tesseract vaults.
Talk to me about the obelisk, son. Talk to me about this zero. Sell it to me, lads. Why should I pay for an obelisk?
Oh, you shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't. Like I said before, if you got 400 odd points going spare in your list, I know what I'd spend them on.
So you still don't rate this?
I don't think I'd be taking one. But it's not as bad as it used to be. If there's a lot of aircraft on the table, then it's probably quite good.
People don't take a lot of aircraft though.
No.
Oh, it's not just aircraft, it's anything with fly.
I mean, it's quite hard. It's toughness 8. It's got 28 wounds.
How many things in your army, Chris? I mean, you've got a fly. Well, Eldar army. It's like most of your vehicles, isn't it? Jet bikes, your grav tanks, your fucking aspect warriors, a lot of them.
No, the aspect warriors don't.
Don't they?
No. You're thinking of me, shadow.
Yeah.
Spectres.
Yeah.
Reapers, not reapers.
Yeah, Shadow Reaper Spectres. Spooky ghost men.
I
Yeah,
think,
those guys.
I think somebody will find a use for this because we've got, what is it, that hovering sentinel there. That's pretty good. I mean, all Marines are 2 wounds now, aren't they?
Yeah, well, read it out because I can't see.
Basically, it's got a Tesla sphere. It's got 4 Tesla spheres, which are 24-inch range, assault 4, strength 7, 1 damage. The Tesla, right? But
What's Tesla doing again?
on a 6, you get 2 extra hits.
Ooh.
So 24 of them, you're going to get a few 6s. It's probably going to work out to about 30 hits in it.
Oosh.
Which you've got to roll. But this sort of buffs that quite a lot. So there we go. Basically, if you stay stationary, then until your next movement phase, the Tesla spheres have a type of assault 6, strength characteristic of 8, and a damage characteristic of 2.
That's going to murder Marines.
So 6, that's what, 24 shots?
Tesla.
So it was assault 4 before, so that would have been
16.
16 shots.
So you're talking about 30 shots with
24,
Tesla?
strength 8 shots.
Well, potentially up to 30 because you're not going to hit with everything.
Well, no, but you've got obviously that you've got more shots and there's still Tesla.
Strength 8, damage 2. So
Yeah.
you're wounding Marines on 2, taking them out because it's 2 damage. And there are things that you can do to buff that to give it more AP.
So
It's quite a lot.
it's a nice model to have
Yeah.
if you're coming up against if you're going up against Marines.
And say you know they're going to bring flyer or 2 with them. That gravity pulse thing is
What's the gravity pulse?
not terrible.
Slows down all flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, basically you can pick a fly within 24-inch of it and halve its movement, and also roll 2 dice, and the result of that, you compare that to the flyer's toughness, and every point of difference, they take a mortal wound.
Above or all of it.
Above.
And
Most
most
aircraft are about up to 6, aren't they? Yeah. So if you were to get 2 6s, then they'd take 6 mortal wounds.
It's not bad, is it? Let's face it.
No, it's good. Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah.
it's good.
I mean, like I say, just for that hovering sentinel thing, I mean,
Good job.
just
It's not 19 power good, but it's better than it used to be.
It'd be interesting to see if this gets used now in games, these sorts of models.
this thing will kill Marines very effectively.
Yeah, and it's really hard, so no one's going to want to shoot at it.
Yeah.
And Tesseract Vault.
Yeah. Really expensive.
25 power.
Yeah, it's got the 4 Tesla spheres again. It blows up big. It's got a 4-up invul, which makes it really, really, really hard.
It made big boom.
It's got a 2-up, 4-up, and 30 wounds.
Yeah.
So It's going to be on the table probably at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It can use 3 powers of the Catan, all of which are buffed versions of the normal
So
powers.
that is quite nice. Then.
Anyway, enough about that. Tell me a story about the monolith.
It's
Jimmy.
not shit anymore.
Tell me a story about the monolith.
Well, it's got more wounds. It's got a 2-up save. It can move farther.
How many wounds does it have?
24.
2-up save, 24 wounds.
It's a shame it doesn't have quantum shielding, but I think that might have been a little bit far.
Well, I'd say it's
You
taking
think?
the piss. I'd say it's taking the piss, but it's run away with all the capita bags.
I don't know.
Does it have any sort of input?
Oh, Chris, listen. There's one
Good.
thing I love about this model. The one rule I love about it, because I can just... Have you ever seen Alien Resurrection? You probably might have done. It's a fucking shit alien film, but I love alien films. There's one bit in it where Sigourney Weaver makes a tiny hole in a bit of glass that's outside space, and basically...
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, this thing can do that.
What?
Portal of Exile. Right. Melee. Strength user, so strength 8. Minus 3 AP, flat 3 damage. Each time an attack's made with this weapon, that attack automatically hits the target. Oh, he's got 6 attacks. So 6 auto-hitting, strength 8, minus AP, 3 attacks. Oh, flat 3 damage. Do you want to get in combat with this thing? I can just imagine like a knight going over, just like this thing activating, a knight just getting crumpled down and sucked through it.
That's a nice picture, isn't it?
It is, that's a fucking lovely picture.
Oh, add to that it's guns as well. I suppose you probably mentioned
Oh yeah,
that.
the guns are good as well, yeah.
What's that though? You can have 4 death rays on it.
Listen, it's a death ray. There's as many of them as possible.
Strength 9, AP minus 3, D3 plus 3. I think I have 4 of them.
Yeah, this thing's a fucking monster.
4 Gauze Flux Arcs, Rapid Fire 3. So that's what, 24 shots, Strength 5 minus 2, 1 damage. So you're not bogging it down with gaunts anymore, are you?
Well, to be fair, I mean, as scary as that Portal of Exile is, I'll still throw gaunts at it because they're fucking gaunts at the end of the day. Who cares? I don't care where
They'll
they
be
go.
dead in probably a turn and a half.
Yeah, the gaunts.
And the Particle Whip as well, which is heavy D6, Strength 12 minus 3, 3 damage blast.
Yeah, this thing is deep striking, Eternity Gate.
Living metal.
Yeah.
Teleporting troops in, blowing up. Yeah, great. And it's 360 points, which is probably slightly more than it is now.
It's been done justice.
So, I mean, I think that must be towards the other than the points, but
It's not the end though, is it?
is it not?
No. That guy
There he
is fucking disgusting.
Look at that. That is his special rules. Ignore that. Look at all that.
It's more than half a page worth of special rules.
23 power.
450 points.
Actually, how much was the test rep box? Sorry.
More than that.
Hey,
I know which one I'd be taking.
wait, what? Right, okay.
This guy's a beast.
Right, so talk me through his stat line first of all.
Right.
Movement 8, weapon skill 2+, plus skill 2+, strength 5, toughness 7, wound 16, attack 6, leadership 10,
Only
obviously.
wound 16. That's
Hang on.
Whoa, Chris.
Hang on.
Come on, come on, mate.
He has an ability which doubles his wound.
We're not down there yet. We haven't done the bottom of his stat line.
It's never going to be that simple, is it?
Okay, so you've got his degrading profile there. Then you've got these triarchal menhirs. Right, they're toughness 7, 3-up save. Yeah, and basically they take the wounds for him.
Oh, so he's got 36 wounds.
So you've got
26
10
wounds.
wounds to get through before you can hurt him. These I take to be, well, the Annihilator Beam, it's got a pants stat line, I know, but basically each one of his shields shoots that, so he's got 2 shots with them. They're only 36-inch, strength 12, minus 4, 6 damage, so you ain't got to worry about them.
Yeah. Who cares about that?
And then the actual barge itself, the, what's it called? Dais of Dominion.
Very fancy.
I think his actual staff is the Scepter of Eternal Glory, which has a range of 24, assault 3, strength 8, minus 3, 2 damage.
He doesn't shoot all this in one go, though, does he?
What did Krang try and hit me with in that last Crusade game? The magical mystery stick.
I think it was a void scythe.
Ah, right.
So, and he can shoot all this in one turn.
I'm not finished yet. So that's his thing. The other two have got stuff as well.
I didn't read it. You didn't read out his his profile for the staff. I don't think.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't listening. Say it again.
There was 24, assault 3, strength 8, -3, 2 damage. So 3 shots with that. The Staff of Stars, shooting. I think that's the guy on the left. That's 24-inch, assault 9, strength 6, AP -2, 1 damage.
Infantry.
Yeah. The other guy, he's got a melee thing, so he doesn't get a shooting attack. He gets a melee attack though. See, the Scepter of Eternal Glory that he has a melee attack, which is strength +4, which would make it 9, -3, 2 damage. He gets 6 attacks with that. The Scythe of Dust that this guy has is strength +3, so that's going to be 8. AP -4, 3 damage. He makes 4 attacks with that. And the Staff of Stars, that has a melee attack, so that's strength user 5, AP -2, 1 damage, and he makes 3 attacks with that. So that's
I'm just trying to keep hold of this. I'm just like
13 melee attacks of varying degrees of
so
strength.
you can do all of them together because normally, obviously, a model you basically when it comes to melee attacks, you have
I'm gonna hit him with this.
you have to choose what weapons you use.
Yeah, well, this is like a diorama / vehicle
So
thing.
So you've got 3 models on there that all have their own melee attacks.
Well, they're all counted as the same model. Yeah.
But so they can all fight in the same turn, right? They can all use all their melee
Yeah,
attacks.
basically, he has 6 attacks with his thing, and each of these is their attacks.
I'm just like imagining an old typey accountant with the cap going on. It's like, yeah, 5 or 6 attacks with this guy. Ka-ting. Yeah, 6 attacks with this guy. Ka-ting.
Right, should we go through the special rules?
Take it away.
I don't know whether I should be changing the battery on the camera at this stage.
Freaking
It's
hell.
alright, it won't be long now.
It won't be long now, children.
Okay, we've got Nocturnal Beacons. Basically, Psychic Deny. You get to deny.
Yeah.
Of course he does. Obedience Generators. Basically, he fights first.
Obesity generators
So-
at McDonald's.
It's a bit like so it's a bit like the rule that a lot of other special characters have. Yeah.
Basically, if you're unfortunate enough to get something into melee with this, it's dead. Pharaon of the Stars. Reroll all ranged hits. Pharaon of the Blades. Reroll all melee hits. Relentless March. That's the same thing the other overlords have got. +1 to movement and advance. My will be done.
Mine will definitely be done.
His will be done, alright. Or else. Yeah, you can do that. Pharaon. You can use his My will be done twice. Obviously, because of course you can. Voice of the Triarch. That's an interesting one. Basically, because there are 6 command protocols and there are 5 turns, you can only ever pick 5 command protocols.
Ah.
So basically, the one you leave out, you can choose that to use on any given turn, and then that replaces the one that you've got. It's basically like manipulating your command protocols.
I get you.
So there's going to be tactical things that you can do with that. Triarchal Menhir. Basically, those are the 2 shields either side of him.
They've got to be destroyed first.
Basically, in essence, if he takes wounds, they have to take them first.
Okay.
And it's worthwhile shooting them because their gun is decent. It's the Silent King. Basically, if your army's Battleforged and he's in there, you get 3 additional command points.
And he's got to be the leader.
He's obviously got to be the leader.
4+ invulnerable save.
Obviously. That is the only negative thing in the profile. Preservative Auto Torpor. Basically, as he degrades, as he gets to each one of these profiles, he loses an ability.
Don't cry, Chris. Don't cry.
I was already overwhelmed before we got to this page.
Basically, if he's at 8 wounds or fewer, it can't make attacks with the Staff of Stars, which is that, and it loses the reroll ranged hits.
I like that though because it's a bit more thematic.
I think it's basically you take out that guy and then you take out this guy and then it's just him left at the end.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that.
And then if you destroy him, he's got a Catan in there, so he just blows up.
Instantly, there's no
4+.
no roll?
No, it's on a 4+.
Oh, okay.
Each unit within 2d6 suffers d6 mortal wounds. Fair enough. Right.
He's a bad man.
The baddest man. Convergence of Dominion.
They're nice models. I like them. They're very thematic.
I reckon every army should have at least a little bit of a terrainy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to go over those. Those have been covered on the community thing before.
Yeah. And obviously all your weapon profiles, and then that's it. Oh, look at this. This is nice.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Good. One thing I do like is how they've done this. Like if you're struggling to work out your points, that's the model. That's what it can have. That's what it costs.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
that's good.
It's just a bit simple to look at.
Well, that will be how they bring up the
it's all
future
on the go.
codexes, so that'd be good.
Delegate transports. Glossary.
Obelisk 370 points.
Yeah.
So,
What's your Silent King's worth?
450.
That's you know what, for what he is, that is
450, I think he's worth it,
extremely
isn't he?
good. I think he's undercosted.
Obviously, they're trying to sell them.
True. Oh,
Reference.
and you got your download code at the back.
And the download code for the shitty app they've got.
Boom.
And that's the end of this story, children.
Yeah.
Order, unity, obedience. We taught the galaxy these things long ago, and we will do so again. Very
Bitch.
nice. Bitch!
So, looking forward to playing me.
Nope. I'm not playing you until something good comes out and I can collect it.
Spoken like a true adult man, baby. I'm not playing
Too
with
much
you.
disposable income.
I'm not playing you till I've got my own fancy ball. So, Jamie, listen. This codex is aimed squarely at you. I'm guessing it's a hit. Go on, give me a rating, like fucking 10 out of 10, being, fucking auto blowjob.
I've been waiting for that book for 20 years.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally 20 years.
Literally, yeah.
Oh.
Most of my adult life.
Oh, wow.
Well, there you go. Well, listen, it's been almost 1.5 hours, and if you can take anything away from this, ladies and gentlemen, Jamie has been waiting for this book the majority of his adult life, so...
Yeah, that says absolutely nothing about me.
Yeah. So, well, from what we've seen in there, I mean, it's
Good though.
It's been good, done justice. So, yeah, hopefully every other army gets the same treatment.
Yeah, every Xenos army could do with something like that, couldn't they?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, well, we've been on long enough.
Wait till Angron. My man Angron comes out.
Yeah, well, we'll wrap it up there, guys. Yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all that other good stuff. Yeah. So, we'll see you next time then. See you later.
Cheerio.
Bye. I need a drink.